Alright, so I accidentally uploaded the wrong video. I seriously thought I'd already posted it, but yeah, accidentally skipped the world upload. So here it is. Welcome back to Veggie Quest, the game where you have to try to get to the carrot in the most moves possible by trying to design the most convoluted dungeon you can and getting the number on the right, which is the move count, as high as possible. So this mechanic is the coffin, which is new to this world. So as you can see, like, it creates a ghost every turn. But if you turn that button, it turns off. So as you can see in that 35 solution, it was actually really efficient to have the button here because it had to wait like 6 turns in order for the ghost to actually be something that this could go through. So you might want to use that property and like go vertically through this maze. Then we could trigger it multiple times, like here. Okay, now it has to wait. Now a bunch of these, then it has to wait 2 turns for that one, and that is 39, apparently the freaking best. What do you know? Every level is 3 carrots. I will be attempting to 3 carrot every level, although I have failed to a few times in the past videos. Next level. Oh, what is this? Now we place the coffins, and we have to place 4 walls. Okay, 4 walls is not a whole lot of walls. Doesn't that just look like the most obvious placement for them? And then you could even do something like that. That was 30. I wanted to prevent, like, the middle cheese. That feels like a cheese to me. 34. What if I put the walls here instead? 38. That's 1 carrot already. I can also place infinite buttons, but I'm not sure that's useful. I mean, if you have multiple buttons, I really think that could only make it easier. Like, we don't have a limited number of buttons either. It's an unlimited amount. There's also the aspect where it turns off both of the coffins at the same time, and that's really, really bad. Our other solutions have managed to avoid that, but not any attempt like that, I guess. Other alternatives? Like, this is a funny alternative, where it goes vertically across instead. So, what if... Not possible. What if there's another button there? I want to use the top left area. So what happens here? Oh, it needs to use that closer button? Okay, that's interesting. Only 1 move higher than my best, though. This feels a little hacky, though. This is also not possible. No, that's not going to be good. How about here? Kind of wanted to have one that was on one of the ghost tiles, because, like, there's some weaving in and out you could do. 42? Okay. Okay, this might be odd, but, like, I want to involve this somehow. I just don't know how to do it without a cheese. Like, it obviously completely ignores it here, but, like, you'll notice that previously we never go in this square, because it's not possible to go in that square well, unless you have a ton of buttons before it. And, yeah, we could use it for the ending square, which, would have... It would look something like this, I guess. Now let's see if it's forced to go up. There it is! 46! There it is! Well, I do wish this was a little more symmetrical in how many times you could do it. Seems like a waste to only do it once. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I didn't succeed with doing that. Okay, so here we're actually placing the floor instead of placing walls. And we're playing also using this character that can teleport through one thick wall. So, notably, the lack of a space is not a wall, so that does not work. But if we do that... See, but these have never really counted as walls either. No? That's weird. Why are we playing as you? What? You're weird, wizard. Mage character teleports through 1 layer of walls for an enemy? That has, like, never come up. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. It'll even count if there's an enemy and a coffin at the same location. Actually, does this, It actually can go over empty spaces like that. Not a fan of how it can just walk back, though. I feel like it should be 1 super long turnaround. Like, we have the coffin really close to us. Delete this tile, and then... button far away. That's actually only 27, which is not anywhere close to the first carrot. So somehow there's a way to get this really, really way longer. I guess the situation also is a little weird, because maybe there's a bounce back trick you can do, because you'll notice that the wizard wants to see this coffin turn on. So if we can have some really annoying path, I'm not exactly sure how it would look, but basically something that wants to, like, we would have way more buttons, and somehow the wizard would need to consume all of them. Well, there isn't a lot of room, and there's a way to do, okay, so what you would do is, you would also need to move this away so that we could actually get back, which is a nice interaction. It would look like this, and this would effectively double the steps. Because you hit the first button, you go through, but then a second button comes, and then it shuts off the ability to go up. Which means that we are going to need to hit another button. That's 50. The toggling nature of it is weird. Like, I also, like, thought of this, where you just use the coffin as an obstacle, which means we were forced to hit this button, because if you don't have it, it's not possible. Since it's off by default, but the button would make it turn on. I probably don't get this level yet. And of course, if you have multiple buttons there, then the obvious thing is that it's cheesable by toggling both. How are you supposed to get an even larger score? You know, I'm starting to think that this... So this is like a really old... This is level 11.4. And what if we just copy the exact thing that this level is doing? Having just like 2 lasers, not even doing anything special with the coffin. Right, to do that, we can't just do this. We need to have this. Something like that. Wait, it's not working. I mean, it actually, like... The original level only allowed for 2 lasers for some reason, and I feel like it's a bit of a waste. Like, we really need more than that. One of the problems that I'm seeing now is, like... There's an issue where it's gonna hit one of the buttons, and then there's no way for it to escape. Well, I say that while using my cursor to say that, well, you could actually maybe put a coffin here and escape that way. So here you can see that the wizard has possible ways to escape after touching that button. Or maybe like I've just been putting the third, like if you can't escape with the third, then we need to place it somewhere else then, like that or something. Okay, and there's still escape routes for, okay, 65, we could get rid of some with that. But we probably want to add another... 71. First carrot, finally. I want to do that, but it blocks off the top escape route. I think this is fine, though. Yeah, that's fine. So it adds a little bit more. But this is really doesn't feel like it has much space to have it anymore. But also, this does not seem like a very efficient use of anything. Like, the top right is not used. I don't know what to say about that. We can add another set of buttons here to add more moves and put these closer to the corner. But, like, I don't know. This is 2 carrots. There we go. This top right thing is the most unsatisfying thing of the entire thing. Let's fix it or something. Here. Boop, boop. Okay. So this is technically less buttons, but, like, it should be better because it's going, like, it doesn't have the... It's going a longer way. 92. There we go. Next, we have... Oh, what is even going on here? So, there's an infinite lever... And so, the green will always be going by 2s. Like, this, as in this green coffin will always be making ghosts by 2. Also, we have a cursed character movement. This guy can only move right, down, or up left, which is a silly movement pattern that also might have some parity implications. And wait, the infinite lever, that's where the red is what's what the red is doing? So the green, there's a green button there, so... The red is like 2 on, 2 off, 2 on, 2 off. And the green is 1 on, 1 off, 1 on. Oh my god. Dude, what am I even supposed to think here? So generally the movement pattern of this can be like a triangle sometimes. Like if I just count, like let's say that I make this and count 1, 2, 3, okay. So imagine you get to this square, but then the next square is blocked for whatever reason. Like if there was something like this, I'm not sure this would work. But you can idle, so all this makes no sense. Yeah, you can see that you can just idle on the first turn to, so you can't, you know, do the whole walking around this triangle to switch your parity step. That isn't a thing. So, whatever these are, it's something different than that. Maybe just a more straightforward level than it looks. Like, is this puzzle just about... Like, you can see that here, the character is forced to idle for, like, 3 turns to get past both of these at the same time. And you could spam the whole rest of the level with it, which, I don't know, it's a little unsatisfying if there's nothing special about this specific set of things. You know, this is still not anything that I would like. 25. At this point, the standard wall walk is better. I was gonna add random, you know, those probably, like, are in a cycle that, like, makes it totally useless that I did that. Well, this should add a little bit more, but it's still, 35. Well, that's 1 carrot. Despite, you know, not really doing anything that special. Adding this stuff makes it 38. But why? I must be missing something more here. Alright, so I found that, like, so it was originally like this, but there's actually a way to put in a, you know, one of these coffins and then waste the turns around here, which is good, and, like, that actually gives a lot. Well, it's currently 38, which is the same as I previously got. We also have this, which, like, makes it only, go throughable every 1 of 4 turns, and there's this huge empty space that I could probably use something with. The problem is they share cycles. Maybe we should actually tilt this down, because we already have something that's looking over there. Or red down. Alright. Oh, so it is actually getting interrupted. Okay, look at that. 42, okay. Maybe this isn't as bad as I thought, if it can get to 42. Thing is, like, it's very easy to make this impossible. I'm probably not going to show all the times where I try to make some crap and it's not possible. Alright, so this gets 43. It's so ridiculous, but we're using the top left of this. And I guess 40, that's not even a 3rd carrot. Have I tried this? This is the same score, but there's such an open space here. It's shocking that, like, I can't do more with it. And, no, this makes this impossible, so we can't do that. So I'd like to mess with this space if I can. I'm only getting 42. Man, this level is such a joke. Such a troll. Okay, so, like, I made this thing. Like, yes, we're going back to this. And it's 43. So, and, like, there's no messing around in the middle. And there clearly could be. I also made sure at the start that we would do 1, 2, 3 idle moves, like, with the timing of these two. Which means there's definitely room for improvement, I think. Plus, this only idles 1, 2 turns here, when it could idle for more, if I mess with, this somehow. Okay, like, if I move it to here and here, 1, 2, 3 idle turns. Which is no visible effect, because there's... Oh my god. Screw this nonsense. I'm just gonna put something in the middle. Hopefully there's some more idling turns there. And 47! Oh my god. Honestly, I sort of suspect there's more. Like, I didn't optimize the horizontalness at all, but I CBA with this level. I was about to quit it, like, at 2 carats, but I didn't want to do that after I had quit the other level, at 2 carats in the previous video, so... Excuse me? I used to play Twister too. Well, it only took, like, so many levels before we got a custom boss comment like that. Anyway, so it's memeing on the button configuration here, and now we have 4 buttons. Oh my god, 4 coffins, 4 buttons, and... and, okay, they start on. Okay, unlike the other levels, these coffins start as always being on. Also, the character on the bottom can also move diagonally as well as in the 4 other directions. So, like, with 4 buttons, there's a potential hell configuration, I can imagine, where all 4 buttons need to be pressed and held in order, that would look something like them being stacked. Which is not possible right now, but I swear I can imagine that if you held a button for long enough, like, you would hold yellow down, then you would hold cyan down, then you would hold another button down, and, like, somewhere in there is, like, enough time to leave an empty space for this character to go in. Also, it would seem like we would want to do it near here because... I mean, we want to fill in everything with gates. It's kind of annoying when there's no walls. I mean, I get that coffins are better than walls, but come on. I guess I just hold, like, D to spam these. Although, I do kind of wonder if, like, spamming yellow and red, because they're on the opposite diagonals, is better. Like, you can see here that what's happening is... the guy has to go press down the cyan for 2 turns, and then switch to yellow. So that's more turns than if it was just yellow, because it doesn't need to wait on the cyan button. I feel like it would be better if I did this horizontally as well. So, I guess we're trying to maximize long-range wait time, in a way. Like, this will also do it, but longer. 13. We can maybe also do it with 2 other buttons as well. Oh, god damn it. Wait, why doesn't... Oh my god, it's going into the... it's going into the range of... Okay, that changes a lot, to be honest. Because then it could need to waste time shutting off red for a while as well. Man, this just got a whole lot more complicated with the freaking reveal that this can affect the top left. So something like this, who can make yellow only able to be turned on like every 4 steps. So like, but is this really the best thing I can do? 23. And it's 26 if I move these reds further away. So if I move reds even further, no, unfortunately no change because of the positioning. And if I do this, just 2 yellows already does that. Like, it already is 22. So I'm just trying to make... This looks like a complete mess. I wonder if the other buttons could be used. I mean, currently there's no difference between green and cyan, really. Which seems like a bit of a missed opportunity there. Build this. Okay, so... There's already 2, 3... Oh, damn it. Damn it. The yellows are... Oh, God. I need an interrupter here or something. Like, the reason we were able to wait this long, too, is because we both have a red and a yellow going on this spot. So both red and yellow need to be annoyed for that. So we should probably have one here. It doesn't work. I wonder if there's ever a time where I put green plus cyan, but I don't think we have enough moves to make that freaking dance. Also, long range is still, like, good because, like, long range in this set of rules is good by default because of how long it takes to get to see the effects of your long range button press. Oh, 45? Unless the guy freaking timed it so that there'd be an empty space here. Blah. Alright. I mean, multiple reds. It's weird that I'm going on reds right now, considering I'm supposed to be trying for yellows. Maybe switch it so it's cyan and yellow that we deal with here. So then you'll have to press cyan a while. No, god. Like, my hope was that it would switch from holding green and red to cyan and yellow for a while. Oh. That is no way that 47 is near the best you can do for this level. It's weird this level is still fun considering all of the spaghetti that's going on in it, though. Like, okay, I added some more. I added yellow going to the right. Let's see if it adds anything. 54. 55, I added a stupid cyan. Like, it's so much work and spaghetti to do this. Okay, added this diagonal step, although there's still more that can be done over here, and this yellow also gets really skipped over, so that's not great. I would like to move this here, but the thing becomes impossible. Something around here does. 62 IQ. But anyway, I guess now we know what it's like to deal with the bunny ghosts. I don't know. Next up, whatever you are. And I'm gonna guess that it destroys the carrots instead of, you know, just taking them. It's like a carrot scythe. But anyway, goodbye. Chess battle advanced.